Hi, and welcome to A Day in the Garden with me, Christina Linder. Today we're going to put together a hanging basket for winter. I have here a very sturdy, rustic basket frame. It's a little bit different than some of the ones that we use typically for summer, but the method is similar. So we're going to start by lining it with green moss, and we're just going to put that in like that. The key is to make sure that the soil doesn't fall out. And we're going to tuck that in like so. A piece here, like that. And it is really typically quite difficult to get it lined sufficiently that no soil falls through. So the second step that we're going to do today to prevent that from happening, maybe one more piece over here, like that, is we're going to use a little piece of burlap. And the burlap is going to kind of help keep everything in place and keep that moss in place and consequently keep the soil inside the basket. So we're just going to tuck it in like that for now, and we can trim it off and fix it up afterwards. Like that. Good enough. So we're going to start with a shrub. This is called a Pieris, and the variety is Valley Valentine, and it blooms really early in the spring, late winter, early spring, and it's pink. So we're going to pop him into the middle like that and rotate him so that he doesn't interfere too much with the framework of the basket. There we go. And then some of the other things I have to go in here includes this beautiful grass, and this is a type of Carex called Moon Falls, and it has a nice contrasting color, which is good. This is a little bit root bound, so we're going to give him a little massage. Make sure he can fit in here. And I think we're going to put him right here. And it's going to look pretty with the grass trailing over the edge of the basket here. Requires a little bit of brute force. There we go. And then I think what we're going to do is put in also this beautiful Hellebore, and this one is going to get a little root massage as well. Give him a little gentle squeezing, and I think we're going to try to pop him in the front here, just using my hand to make a little space. And in you go, my little friend. Up there. We also have a little bit of space on the side here and also in the back. So we'll use this. This is called silver stone. And it is quite a funny little plant. It looks very similar when it's dead as it does when it's alive, but it adds a bit of brightness and color and contrast to the rest of the planting material here. So I'm going to put him in on the side. And basically we're trying to fill as much in this basket as we can with root balls, rather than adding a bunch of extra soil to it. We're going to trim that up in a little bit. And I think we're basically almost there. Maybe also we will put in this evergreen. So evergreen is a type of salal. It's a Gaultheria. And you know when you have toothpaste and it's like that wintergreen kind of flavor? This is what it tastes like. And apparently these berries are edible and they taste like toothpaste. So I'm going to just loosen a bunch of soil off this very gently because it's getting a little tight in here now. like that. Gently, gently. All right, I'm going to pop him in the back. A little more squeezing here. There we go. All right, so now it's time for trimming off a little bit of the burlap, or we can maybe just tuck it in here, like so. And then where we find spots where we need a bit more moss, we can tuck a little bit more moss in. It looks okay there. It actually doesn't even look bad with the burlap showing. There, all the way around. So with a basket like this, if you have this hanging outside through the winter, if it is in a protected spot where it doesn't get hit by real natural rain, you do need to water it. But this, in our climate, will keep looking beautiful all winter. And then come early spring, I'll take it apart, and I might do it up with some spring and summer flowers. Tucking that in like so. And checking the front there, a little bit more moss perhaps. And there we have it. A little bit more moss. This is quite messy to do, so clean up afterwards. All right. There we go. It's a hanging basket for winter, and thank you so much for watching. Please like, follow, and share, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.